Hey everybody, it's Michael Bovee, and thanks for tuning in to my YouTube channel, DebtBytes. Be sure to like this video or any of our videos if you appreciate them, and subscribe to our channel. Today, I want to talk about something I've covered in the past with different, I used to be a contributor for credit.com and other places, and I've talked about that topic there. I haven't talked about it here, and it's coming up more and more for people lately, and it's a term that I call double jeopardy. And what I'm saying here is that you've got an item on your credit that appears twice. Now, there's a way that this happens where it's kind of like, okay, that's an easy fix, and oops, our bad, and nobody's going to contest it, or it's not going to be difficult for you to correct it. And then there's a version that's super unfair and unfortunate, but they get away with it. So let me cover both of these. One way that you end up with something on your credit twice is, hey man, I'm paying this loan, I'm on time all the time, never late, there's no problem with it, it's not affecting my score, and for whatever reason, they reported it another time. And so it's a second entry. You might see this in certain instances where you've got technology companies that are involved in loans today, like Lending Club and Prosper. These are technology platforms that banks actually come in a lot of times. They used to be peer-to-peer, but now a lot of banks are funding those loans. So WebBank is behind the loan. What if you've got, a loan from Truist or BB&T, and it's actually something that is serviced by GreenSky, right? And that's on your credit from GreenSky, but why is BB&T on there? So these are mistakes. These are just legitimate double entries, and it's as simple as anything to really just go out yourself. You don't need to hire a credit repair company to go and correct that. You can just use in fact, there's a link on the screen to an article about how to dispute something off of your credit yourself, okay? And it's really not gonna be a point of contention. It's like, ooh, wow, yeah, it's on there twice, it'll come off, right? Let me know if it doesn't, post in the comments below, and I'll give you further advice and instruction from there. So then second to that, and this is the one that I get more and more of, it's when, hey, so Michael, I've got US Bank is on my credit. I quit paying them 9 months ago, didn't have the money, couldn't afford it, and I get it, it's on my credit as a negative, but now there's this place called Portfolio Recovery Associates that's reporting about that same debt. What gives? Why do they get to be on there twice? Okay, so here's the catch. Double jeopardy would apply if US Bank is reporting and that it's charged off, went over 6 months late, and there's still a balance owed to them. And now suddenly Portfolio Recovery Associates is also reporting and an amount owed to them. You can't owe both places. That's the double jeopardy part, right? What can happen, and this is the unfair, I think, and really frustrating part of this, is that you can have US Bank on your credit report, say the $9,000 account that you didn't pay. And it's now a zero balance owed correctly because they sold the legal rights to collect to Portfolio Recovery Associates, and now PRA is showing on your credit and $9,000 is owed to them. They get to do this because only PRA is showing an amount due to them, so it's not double jeopardy, supposedly. Kind of feels like it is, right? What I can tell you, though, is that when you resolve a debt, whether you resolve with, let's say PRA was never even on there, it was just US Bank and $9,000, you didn't pay them for 9 months and you settled it, they're going to show it as a zero balance and you can move on with your credit life. Similarly, in this double jeopardy, quasi-double jeopardy situation, and they're doing it correctly, US Bank is showing a charge off, zero owed to them. Now PRA, you go and resolve the debt with them. Well, sometimes these debt buyers, in this example, PRA, they're gonna delete it because that's their credit reporting policy that they developed a couple of years ago, and they followed through with it. Just resolve a debt with them, pay it in full, pay it for less, doesn't matter, they'll delete it. You'll still be left with, in this example, US Bank as a charge off, but nothing owed, okay? And that would still be accurate. In other instances, you could be dealing with a completely different debt collection agency or debt buyer who you resolve the debt and they'll update it to show a zero balance owed. It's not going to get deleted, which is also normal. So I wanted to cover this because I'm hearing more and more about it, that yes, there is such a thing as two things being on your credit at once, and it's not double jeopardy, it's just unfair. See you on the next video.